Caddie Dave McNeilly has been on the bag of some of the greats of European golf, working with the likes of Sir Nick Faldo and Padraig Harrington during his distinguished career. We sat down with the Irishman to find out a bit more about one of the most experienced bagmen around.
I was always keen in golf, but I mean, I just knew that I was never going to be good enough. I would have liked to have been a professional golfer, but I just didn't have it. I mean, I was like an accountant working in a cigarette factory, and I was doing that for about 5 years. And then I just decided, okay, I'm going to just quit and I'm just going to move over to America and do something in golf. And it just so happened that I went to a golf tournament to try to sell. It was like doing a dealership with clothing. And this lady didn't have a caddy. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll caddy for you. And that was how I started working on the ladies' tour. And then I got to know the caddies there, and then some of them were joining onto the men's tour. I went with them, and off it went. And then 4 months later, I was working for Nick Faldo. Didn't really know much about caddying at all, so he actually taught me how to become a caddy, really. But I mean, all I had going for me was I was very thick-skinned and I wanted to learn. So probably it would have broken a lot of people and just said, no, I can't handle this, you know, because I mean, there was a fair amount of public verbal abuse, you know. But I wanted to learn. I was making mistakes, and Nick, his standards are very high, so he's not going to tolerate that. So unless I sorted that out, I wasn't going to last. So consequently, we worked very well together and had, a lot of success.
The pair may have split, but remained on good terms, and McNeilly has gone on to be involved at the highest level with other big names.
Any time that you're in contention, that's what we really all strive for, to have the excitement of that, So, but once you're in that position, obviously the highs are winning, and then there's the real lows, where you feel as though it just didn't work out. I had a great high working with Matteo, Manassero, when he won the PGA, and he won it in a playoff. I mean, extremely exciting, and how we managed to pull that off was very satisfying, And then there's absolutely the opposite end of it was I was working for Padraig, and I remember we made the decision that I told him, I said, we have to birdie the last hole at Muirfield.
He's cutting loose now. He probably feels his only chance is a birdie, and I think he's folded up on it, Ken.
I think he hit 2 inches behind it.
Hit the bunker, unplayable, had to come out sideways. We ended up making bogey. And then it transpired that Ernie Els was having faltering. And as it happened, a par would have got us a playoff. So, things like that there, you go, oh dear, it's just like, that really just, that still, it haunts me even now, So, and I think that was a great opportunity, but you just don't know at the time. You feel as though you're making the right decisions, but sometimes those decisions just go against you,
Irish Dave, as he's known on tour, has found his way onto the bag of another English golfer, Matt Wallace. The 2017 Portugal Open champion has shown incredible promise during his rookie season on the European Tour, and Dave's experience on the bag has proved a huge asset to the Englishman.
Just when we talked about golf, we just had the same outlook. We just our approach to the game of golf was exactly the same. We just wanted to learn how to become better, always looking for ways to improve, and we both worked very hard, but that's what we enjoy. Matt, his technique wasn't particularly good at the time, but I certainly liked his approach. He's a winner, and in my view, irrespective of if it's Europro, Alps Tour, whatever, but if you're winning, that counts. That really counts. Todd Hamilton won the British Open, but people didn't know that he had won 6 times on the Japanese Tour. So once you're winning, that's it. So I definitely like that. That was the thing that appealed to me the most about Matt.
With Matt Wallace quickly moving his way up the rankings, it might not be long before Dave is at the pinnacle of the game once again.